Hello everybody, we're going to go through Sabotage, or at least the dungeon part of this, full stealth with no casualties. Some things that I believe you must have for this, because this is quite difficult and it's taken me a long time to come up with at least one solution. If you guys have any tips for any of the segments, I would love to hear them in the comments. This has been quite grueling. So first up, make sure you bring at least 5 digipicks. I'm bringing 4, and that seems slightly too tight for me. There are a couple we can get on the way around, but realistically, because of how sensitive and finicky some of the guards can be here, the less time you can spend trying to grab loot, the better, if you want to do this in the stealth mode, of course. In addition to that, I am personally going to be using the ability to get chameleon from my helmet. This is going to be important for one of the final segments, because we're going to have to bait a guard into being in sight of us whilst we're invisible, so that we can use the implant on them. Otherwise, during my testing anyway, it was impossible because they just would not patrol anywhere. And of course, we are wearing the 25% harder to detect operative suit that we're given, and I have maxed out stealth. We're not really going to be using things like persuasion. You are absolutely going to be doing some lock picking. I can't remember what the highest one is. I think my highest one might be an expert. So you probably need at least rank 2 in security, but probably also one last thing, a reminder from Future Joe, you will also need a decently powerful suppressed weapon so that you can destroy a level 6 tower in one shot. This is something that we need to do, otherwise my method just does not work. With that said then, let's get into this. Of course, you can speak to the office lady here to tell her that you're ready for your deployment, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really affect all that much. We realistically want to go straight to the top, and we are going for the roof access. I am going to call out each time we make a quick save, and here is probably the best one to make first, so that we don't have to reset anything else if something goes wrong with this guard. This guard can go wrong, so we're going to go ahead and make a quick save, so we don't have to reset too far if something does go wrong. Get your scan straight up, because we are going to be looking at a guard across this way, and obviously we want to do social, get the manipulation on there, and get it on the switch. Make sure you get it on the switch, and then almost immediately, as soon as this fan stops in a second, we want to drop down. Something to note is we can only use the social thing on each guard once, which is why, like, if you miss or something goes wrong with that particular interaction, you'll need to be able to reload the quick save that we just made. So next up then, this bit is pretty can't talk. This is going to be one take because there's no way I'm redoing much of this. We're going to come around this way so that we can obviously start interfering with the heating system. We're going to go to critical systems, heating, activate, and yes, we are sure that we want to clear all of the civilians out, because that's going to make everything way easier in terms of getting around.
Gas leak detected. All non-essential personnel must evacuate the building.
Now, I suppose I can't really explain, but I am moving quite slowly here. I was made aware in my last stealth video this can be very difficult on PC. I apologize. I'm obviously using an analog stick, and I can go at differing paces very easily. If you guys want to share some comments helping each other out, I would love to hear it, because I will eventually be doing this on PC once all the mods and stuff start coming out for it. So all of that kind of information I'm sure will be useful. In any case, have this drop down here, and we want to do a 180. Now we need to be careful at this point because there is a guard patrolling underneath us. So we A, want to make sure that we're doing it caught, and B, need to make sure that we use our social interaction with this guy when it's at the most opportune time for us. So again, here is going to be a great time for a quick save, because he can spot us up here if we go too fast, or if we get too close to one of the ledges. We're making our way to that grate over there, but there isn't a way through the top. We have to drop down and pick the door that's in front of it. Now, it may well be possible to influence the security guard to open it. I don't know if that's the case. There are some control panels that we can do that with, but for now, we're just going to make our way along the top. It'd be great if it naturally patrol off for us, then we can save the social interaction in case we need it in a second. He has done. So of course, because he's just set off going away from us, another perfect time for a quick save right here. We want to drop down, pick the door. I'm going to assume if you guys have high lock pick, well, can't talk. If you guys have high lock picking, you are probably already okay with this. Let's just get this one done on screen. And I want that one to go there, and then that should, yeah, that's right. Get in there nice and quickly. Ooh, 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 nearly spotted me, Close the door. And this is going to give us the first computer. This one actually needs to be picked. So just bear that in mind. You're going to see me go past things like safes because I just do not have the digipicks. This is what I'm saying. You want to have a good amount as you're going around if you want to get any extra loot. We are most interested in getting the computer done. So let's get this one picked. Once we're inside, we can run the program. I don't think it makes any difference who you're working for. If you're working for, like, I can't remember the names now, but basically it'll all do it automatically. No extra work there. That's fine. Obviously, absolutely imperative that you make a quick save before reopening this door, because there's just no way for us to know where that guard is. So make a quick save, excuse me. Quick save, please. Let's see if we are looking good. So I reckon now we're going to social this guy. Excuse me. I don't know why that didn't work very well there. Let's go ahead and jump back up. Now, something to note is, obviously, whilst you're boosting, it takes you out of sneak, so you have to be really careful with that, and in fact, that becomes a problem for us later on. But I've got a way around it, it's okay. Like, this has been such a pain in the ass. So far, I can't believe this has gone so well in one take. But anyways, so now we'll make our way back towards where we came from, and then we're going to go a little bit further on. We have to do some more janky stuff as we continue moving around. Nice and slow. I'm going to keep it all whole. I'm not going to make any like crazy cuts other than maybe like taking lockpicks out, or if I have to rerun a section or something like this. Maybe there'll be some chops there, but we'll keep the route in all 100% because otherwise I think, you know, people won't believe that we made it. This has been a nightmare. But anyways, so we're going to drop down here. I'm going to make our way to this little vent. Now again, you kind of need to look around. Sometimes if the guards are patrolling up the stairs, they can see you here. You get inside. Good place for a quick save. Again. And again. We want to stay up here. We want to go towards this vent. Again, guards can patrol on those stairs, so you have to be a bit careful. Just got to edge right along the edge there. Ideally, you don't want to have to jump or anything like this. It's going to increase the ability for you to be detected. This looks... No, that's right, that's right, that's fine. So this bit's easier. It's the next bit that's a pain. So you want to... Oh, no. Let's see if we can get away with jumping back up. For some reason, the person that's normally there isn't there. So this has changed slightly for me. I got really lucky there. Oh, it was there. It just didn't spot me. How crazy is that? So there's two here. There's one just there. And usually... Nope, it's not there either. This has changed slightly. For some reason it's easier than it was when I was practicing. There was also a second one over that way, which meant that basically I had to go so incredibly slow across here to get to this next one, because otherwise that one over there will spot you very easily. So if that one is over there, just make sure you're not taking this right hand one. Make sure on this left one you're as far left as you can go on the walk here, and just go mega slow, and it should be okay. I can hear it now. Is it coming over? Oh, you're sat down. Sometimes the randomization of where some of these are is a bit annoying. Like, come on, give us a chance. Pretty happy with that. Drop down again. That's just stealing, so it's only really good for selling, if anything. So, we're going to get in front of these toilets right here. Keep going slow, because there's about 2 guards. One of them actually patrols around in like circles around here, so you have to be a bit careful. Perfect time for a quick save. Make sure you get that in. Save it's in. And then you want to have your scanner up and just peek around a little bit. If the person's like there coming towards you, obviously don't go any further around. Get straight back in the corner. We're looking pretty good. Where's the second one? Oh my god. And that's why we quick save. Give me a second. Again, so after the reload, what we're going to do is we're going to switch to third person so that we can see around corners a little bit. Otherwise, this just gets a bit too silly, okay? Now, what we're waiting for is the second guard to come over. Should be 2 of them. And then once we can see that they both turn their backs, we need to fairly slowly make our way down the corridor just here. And there's a door just on the left. We want to get into that door. So we're just waiting here. It's a bit awkward to kind of see down the corridor. Come on, where's your friend? Really doing its best not to let me look around that corner. Yeah, there we go. So we've got 2 of them now. So I'm going to make a quick save right there, right? Because this is perfect timing. And then let's try and get around quickly. This one here, like, has for some reason remembered that it's alert look from the quick save. So sometimes that can work against you really badly. You need to get pretty slow. Which is frustrating because that guard could come around pretty quickly if we're not careful. Not worried about this gas toll. And then now, because we have Chameleon, we can just come in here and wait for the guard to go by. This could take a minute. Lung damage doesn't matter to me at all. Screw lung damage. There we go. Guard's gone straight by. Great time for another quick save. And now we can very slowly make our way to the left. Now at this point, you want to have your scanner on, and you probably want to be in first person mode. It's going to be a guard inside this little canteen area. And we want to get social on them, but just basically send them into a corner. It's absolutely fine. It basically gives you 30 seconds to get by them. So we need to come out to the side here. Oh. Excuse me. Get that on quickly. Put them over in the corner. And now we're going to get out of here. We've got 30 seconds, but of course still can't sprint because the other 2 guys could very well aggro on us. So we need to get through here nice and quick, but not so quick that we get in trouble. And as soon as we're through, close the door, and we are somewhat safe. So, I don't really feel like I need to say too much about going in a straight line, but this next bit can also be a pain in the ass. There's going to be a guard right in front of some lifts. I think that's where we are now anyway. Luckily the coughing doesn't seem to give us away too much. Where's the lift? Pretty sure we're close to the lift. Just got to put up with the gas, I'm afraid. I'm sure if you bring a gas mask for this, maybe that can make it a bit easier. All nice and slow. I don't know where every single guard is. I didn't start like sprinting around too much and looking at things like that. Look, we need to make sure that doesn't spot me. Just following the rafters around. Yeah, this left turn should be where the lift is. Pretty sure. Look like we're going to go straight through the gas. I mean, why do they have poisonous gas everywhere? Okay, so great time for a quick save. It's easy enough for them to spot us when we try dropping into that. Let's do that. Again, so for this time around, the game has decided these 2 here are going to spot me as I'm trying to get across this. I just had a practice, and, well, a lot of practice, but we were going through, and it was so good. At least we dropped in, then they spotted me straight away, and we were going to sound the alarm. That was just not going to work very well for us. So, take a look at what we can do here. Can I get you? Social. Manipulation. Now I want you to go that way. Go over there. Go over there. Don't come towards me. That was the closest one that was looking towards me. That should help us out as we come across. go, just about got it. And so in here, to avoid extra sound and damage, you kind of want to go here. Then we've got to like kind of alternate between these corners. It's not always perfect. That's fine. Now then, if you want to be actually stealthy and not be cheeky at the end, I'm probably going to end up being cheeky at the end because I had to, right? There's going to be a guard as soon as you come out of here. Okay? If you can get past this guard right now without using the social on it, then you can avoid what I'm going to do at the end. However, I have not managed to get past this guard without using the social on it. Because basically, as soon as you try jumping over to there, the boost pack jump that takes you out of stealth immediately alerts it. So, in my opinion, the best thing to do, if you want to get through this without sounding any alarms, is to use social now. Then when we come back in a bit, we're going to come back along this pipe. And what we're going to do, we're just going to cheat, basically. We're going to run and jump over it, straight into the lift that's just on the right-hand side of this side. You can't see it right now, but that's what's going to happen. And then we're going to get into that lift before he can sound an alarm. That's going to be the plan. Alright? So for now, to make our lives easier, we're going to send you over there. And then we can jump over this way. And then over this way. Oh, I missed. That's bad. Without making everybody aware that we're here. There are a lot of enemies down here. You don't want to be on this ground floor as you're coming across. There's a turret. You can see just over there, look. That always seems to spot you, regardless of how good your sneak is. It even spots me when the chameleon is on. So trying to sneak across all of this ground floor stuff here just is not ideal. That control panel does not affect that turret. It does create like an explosion. It'll kill a couple of guards, but then you'll get the boss complaining at you that you've created casualties, right? We need to go with no casualties for this. So all of that stuff there is basically outbound. Which means we want to get through this way. And we're now into the next event. You definitely want a quick save before dropping down here. This is another blind jump where there are about 3 enemies patrolling off to the left. There's a fairly big room and a big glass window. So, leap of faith, see where they all are. I got lucky there. I don't know if the glass obscures their sight or something. That didn't seem to spot me anywhere near as easily as some of the others. That one that came towards us usually puts its back on the glass as well. Hasn't done this time around though. The turret can also spot you, so we need to both be quick and slow. Yeah, slow here at the same time. I honestly do not know like what they were thinking when they were making this challenge. This is craziness. But we've made it. So we get 1 free digipick in this room. Handed to us on a platter, which is rather useful. Some extra credits and the key card, which is going to let us into the final room. This one does not require a hack, which is nice. With that done, we can go and get the final piece. Of course, this is a good place for getting another quick save. There we go, back towards the glass look. You can see where we've got to go. You can see there's like a curtain thing. We've got to make sure we get that closed when we get in there. So I suppose I haven't explained. That's actually where we came from. That little kind of cubicle looking thing. We're actually going to have to get back in there in a bit. Now though, we're coming down this new corridor. And I guess I didn't mention this at the beginning. I'm so sorry if you don't have a silenced weapon. I'm going to edit this a bit anyway. I will make sure I say at the beginning. Make sure you bring a silenced weapon that can kill a level 6 turret in one shot. So my damage is 62. That'll be enough damage. Okay. If you need to like make it on easy or something, do that. But right now, I haven't found another way around this. This might change as well. I've had 2 different instances of this room. Let's quick save here. Right. So, issue in this room is there is a security guard on that top balcony there. And for whatever reason, the moment you lay eyes on that security guard, it sees you. There is also a turret just kind of on the other side of there. And that security guard, I think anyway, is supposed to be able to turn off the turret on a panel that's just in front of it. I've had a look at all that stuff up there, but I can't find a way up there to get sight of that security guard without drawing the attention of the turret. Have not found a way of doing that. So we're going to do something mega cheeky, which is why you need your chameleon. Okay, we're going to come down here. Now, just bear in mind, like if you stand like there, she, like just the corner of her helmet sees right there with maximum stealth will immediately see you. So this is really like finicky. So just bear with it if it takes a couple of attempts to get this to work, okay? We're going to fire one shot of that and just step back a little bit and get the scanner on. Is she coming? She's not even... Okay, so this is completely different now to how it was on my first and second time. So she should come down, and if she does, right, you want to use your social scan and just put her literally against that wall on the other side. If she stays standing still, hunky-dory, we can just go in and do whatever else we need to do. Now we already have the ID card, which means we interact with that. And get inside. Close the door. Don't go straight over there and interact with that. That is a trap. You see the cable going along the floor? That's going to lead you to a control panel to turn off the alarm. We're going to need to do that before we touch it. But before we even go over that way, we need to interact with that panel so that all the guards on the outside of this room can't see into here and start interfering with us. We need to close that off. I don't actually know what that's for. I went in there and it was dead end, so I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to pick into this so that we can turn the alarm off. Yes, we definitely want to turn the alarm off. Thank you very much. Slowly creep on over. Definitely want a quick save here. And I also feel like I should point out the turret does not count as a casualty in terms of the game. So when you turn this in, and I'll make sure the interaction with the lady at the end is included so you guys can see that she's happy with this. Hopefully that doesn't get patched or changed in any way. Let's get out of here. Yo, as if you came now. Right, so I'm going to social you into that corner. Go on, over there you go. Let's get out of here. My social didn't even work on, she resisted it. Great. It just shows you how naughty it can be. She doesn't even normally have a patrol pen, she just came down there randomly for some reason. But now this area is basically what we did in reverse. So if you happen to leave right now, please leave me a like. You have no idea how long this took. It's hilarious, really. And I'm terrible at stealth, so this was very painful. So we're going to come into the left here. I do somewhat recommend a quick save, because we're going to be double jumping, and if it just happened to aggro them, you're going to be annoyed, right? Down. Can you feel the tension? We've done pretty good, right? So close. Top. Make sure you're in stealth mode for those mantles. vaults over the ground. On there. And this was the final bit that I could not work out at all. Because we can't social this guy over here that's watching right now. So, as of right now, it's going to be a race. We need to get to the lift before he can get to an alarm. Gone. Which means now, all we have to do is turn the evidence into the SSN news place just across the way. And then, as promised, the interaction with Masako, right? So she's going to be like, there's no alarms. Nothing has gone off, she says. Just give it time, it's been done. So, I hope that helps you guys out. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next video.